Hey, it's Lewis Harrison. This is another one of my short mini podcasts, and we're doing these pretty much almost every day. And if you want to know more about me, I'm a game theorist and a life coach and mentor. And I've been very successful in my life. I've had 20 books published. I have a great marriage and had a radio show on NPR affiliated station for many years. I was a stand-up comedian, and I'm now in my seventh decade. And this little vehicle of mini podcasts, which I picked up from watching Bill Burr, the comedian, these little short things. It's real personable, and it also fits my very short attention span well. So my goal here is to entertain you, inform you, inspire you, and motivate you, and just share some of my philosophical thoughts about life and the world. And I appreciate you taking your 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes every day to listen in. If you want to connect more to what I'm doing, go to asklewis.com. That links to my Facebook, and you can look at the About page, tell you all the things I'm doing. And also have a bunch of groups on Facebook, Mystic Taoism, Lewis Harrison's Applied Game Theory, and of course, my main one, which is self-improvement for beginners. So I'm going to talk a couple of things this morning. One is about friendship, and I'm losing my patience for certain types of friendship, and I want to comment a little bit more about the slap hurled around the world. Of course, Will Smith smacking Chris Rock at the Academy Awards to defend his woman, Jada Pinkett Smith, who, by the way, I think looks very sexy with the shaved head, but hey, that's just me. So friendship. So I've had a couple of, I'm big on friends. When I say I'm big on friends, what I'm referring to is I'm a collaborative thinker. I think that you really can make it in the world without a really good support system. You need friends and peers and mentors and coaches and people to pull you up and people to push you up and people to keep you from falling over. So I'm not a loner in that sense. That being said, I'm getting a little tired of my friends fucking up. And what I mean by that is friends of mine who told me they're going to do things for me and they don't follow up. And I'm not confused. I'm real clear that they agreed to do something for me. Very often, I ain't even ask them to. They said to me, can I help you with this? And I have a couple of cases. I have a friend who's very neurotic and eccentric, and I love him dearly, who's a very powerful person in the world. He was a judge appointed by the president of the United States. And another friend of mine was doing a documentary about something. And I'm keeping this vague because I don't want to embarrass my friends in case someone knows them. So my friend who's the expert on something, I'll give you a hint. It's about the Holocaust in World War II. He's a touchy guy. And you make an appointment with him, you don't cancel. If you make a commitment to him, you keep your commitment. And he's pretty serious about it. And it's a pretty serious subject, the Holocaust. And he is an expert on it. So a friend of mine calls me, tells me he's doing a documentary on the Holocaust. Do I know anybody he could talk to? Well, of course, me being the friend that I am, I say, why don't you call my other friend? But I got to tell you, don't cancel on him. Don't confuse him. Don't mess around with him. Just show up, do it. So what happens? Well, it takes 2 weeks to get them together to discuss this thing. Missed phone calls, missed emails, people claiming they never got emails, people claiming they sent emails, that kind of thing. But they do talk eventually and agree to do an interview, which would have happened yesterday. Actually, would have happened today. And a day and a half before the interview, the friend who I told not to do this cancels on my other friend. So I get an email from my Holocaust expert friend telling me he don't respect me anymore. He told me not to send him bozos or people who change appointments, and I did it anyway. What am I going to do? I'm gonna apologize profusely. So I got myself in the middle here, trying to connect up two people who are good people. I love them both, hoping one can help the other and vice versa. And I ended up in a shithole because people are difficult, eccentric, and don't keep their agreements. I want to go climb in a cave and hide from the world, but I know I can't do it. Then I had another friend, a really good friend, who had a place in Palm Beach was going to let me stay at. So we arranged our entire vacation. And he says, 90% it's a done deal. 90%. He doesn't tell me that he's changing his schedule, tries to play it safe, and I end up getting screwed and have to spend a week in an expensive hotel because he crashed on me. And I look back at my history with this friend, and he still is my friend, by the way. I don't trust him like I used to trust him, but he's my friend. He's done this 2 or 3 times to other people I know, makes a commitment to do something and then doesn't follow through and comes up with an excuse that he thinks is good and I think is bullshit. So the dilemma for me today is about friends. You can't make it alone. You got to have friends. You got to have a support system. But how do you keep people from crashing on you? Even if you watch their patterns, they may crash on you that one time. And the one time they crash on you is going to be bad news. So I'm done with that rant rave. Now, about the Will Smith thing. There are all these commentaries about Black men defending their women and women needing to be defended. And, sometimes you got to smack a guy and all that stuff. Well, I just want to give you a name, Florence Kennedy or Flo Kennedy. Flo Kennedy was a Black feminist, a pioneer in the 1940s and a lawyer. And she happened to be one of my mentors when I was in college. It was back in 1969. I love Flo Kennedy. So I'm going to say to you that if you need to study Black women feminists, who people always say that they're overlooked in the feminist history, Florence Kennedy is someone you want to wiki. So that's just my thought about that. I hope you have a really nice day. Thanks for listening in. You want to know more about where to find me, go to asklewis.com. And I got a website with a lot of blogs in it, and that's at asklewisharrison.com. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye.